Okay, so uh, how often do you guys come back home?
Uh, it could be. It don't matter. It really don't have to be a reason. It
Yeah.
could be a weekend.
Mm. And so do you you're traveling, y'all going back. That the street mentality or and I hate to call it gang culture because it's just it's just culture at this point in time. But does it start to contrast or conflict with what you're trying to do here? Because I want to assume that you're playing ball. I have to assume that, or are
Right.
you?
Yeah.
And you probably dated a white woman too.
Yeah, I did.
Damn, they converted you.
Yeah, no, they ain't converting.
No, I'm just saying, because at
I
first,
experienced.
yeah, man, but I'm
I was
saying,
experienced.
because at first, your experience is trying to insert a crayon in somebody's ear, and now it's evolved to one degree or another. So you still the sticking is there, but it's not a crayon anymore.
Right. Well, no, not even at that age.
Yeah.
It wasn't. You know, I think, like I said, it was definitely an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Me being influenced, it didn't really change because I still was influenced and representing what I thought was what is considered to be the way of life for me at that time too. What it did was give me a little more being here and becoming diverse was I was evolving.
Yeah.
So my demeanor wasn't as aggressive. I wasn't trying to be a gangster every day. I was more laid back on some, the girls like me. They think I'm funny and cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
So it that type of thing. And it was different. Like a lot of people never knew what was what, didn't never heard of it, things like that. So it was different. So now because I'm in a whole different city, in a different world that this wasn't the upbringing for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anywhere in Georgia really wasn't the upbringing. So it was more like, shit, I don't have to wear like I don't have to wear like a, shit, I ain't beefing,
Yeah.
At this time I ain't beefing with nobody about what I'm standing on. As you get older, you start experiencing that. But you got to think when you think of Gwinnett County back then, you got to think that's the suburb.
No, for real.
So it's changing, like like coming from the inner city to going to the suburbs is changing. And as I got older, I started realizing, like, these are some things that my folks sacrificed to get us out of the environment. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want us coming up a certain way. But here we are still unfolding the bullshit where we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So going back didn't really change that. I think as I was getting older, the machoism, being aggressive, I wanted to be more Mackish, more player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The girls like that. I ain't have to be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that your exposure to these young coaches at an early stage help you maneuver? Because here's the thing. I got people that don't know you, but they know you. By that, in the comment section, everybody that talk about Slim or Leandro is always pleasant. Even people that I would assume would be opposition, that ain't everybody got something good to say. It's never anything negative. And you move. I have seen you personally in this circle, but I done seen you move in this circle too. And you just bend. You kind of like mesh. Now that line is drawn, but you able to interact with a bunch of different people.
Definitely. I think I'm very diplomatic. That's just part of my character and who I am, and I'm genuine. If I deal with you, then I deal with you. Ain't no in between about that.
Yeah.
So any level as I've evolved through everything I've been through in life, the mentors, my leadership, the coach and everything like that is, I thrive in me being who I am.
Right.
Period. And I have a heart of service. So regardless, you'll never see me wear my circumstances. Regardless what I'm going through, you'll never see me because I have a heart of service, and I feel like that's from the Creator.
Yeah.
So I wear it. I'm glad that people have a lot of things good to say about me because it kind of counted for a lot of bad things that I've done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So at what point in time, how old are you when things start getting more I don't want to say, I'll say unlawful, or when does trouble really start to come your way as an adolescent?
I would say for me, I was a petty thief too. Like I was a petty thief back then. Like, we go in the store stealing candy and pops and things like that. Then, I was a petty thief. I go steal this much candy and try to sell it, things like that too. But it changed for the worse for me. Really, I think after I lost my virginity.
Okay. To a white girl?
No.
No, I'm just joking.
No. no, definitely not. But I think after I lost my virginity, I don't know, my nuts dropped. And, I started smelling myself a little more. I thought I was a man.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I got a responsibility to uphold too. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I got this girl who, she gave herself to me.
Yeah.
How can I buy her a pop in a bag of chips or a carnation on Valentine's,
Yeah.
So the petty stealing went from being petty to, if I want a polo jacket, I gotta buy her a polo jacket.
Yeah.
Some might call it cake, and I call it, you taking care of me, I take care of you. Your first shot, your nose wide open too.
Yeah.
So it was changing about 14, 15 is right there. Like right there. That's when everything, got real. I'm influenced from the streets. I'm influenced from the older crowd, from my brother and them, they doing their thing and riding around on McLean's and Vert 8s and Delta 88s and
8s and Vols.
So I'm influenced. Outkast, I'm influenced by the music now.
Yeah.
So the difference is now, as far as me just listening to gangster music, I'm in the South, I'm listening to 8 Ball, Outkast, UGK. I've always listened to Scarface, and I get my selection of music from my brother too at that time in this aspect. So now I'm just on some playing shit like that. It's okay, I used to